In the gospel today, the people stand looking at Jesus on that cross, and they see a person. A person on a cross instead of a throne, a person without power, vulnerable, a crown of thorns instead of a crown of gold. The cross of Jesus stands in complete opposition to what a king and a contemporary version of what a person should be. If you really are king, save yourself. And we heard them say they sneered at him. But Jesus is teaching by his life that it is a reversal of roles. Life is a reversal of roles. He is unguarded. He has no protection of an army. He rejects self-defense. He won't use force to protect himself. He's totally vulnerable to all of the people. He's a scandal to the Jews and is said to be a stumbling block for us. To believe in a God like this. But the cross is the key to his uniqueness. No one else is like him in history, taking on a way of life that defies everything that we want to believe about God. Can you imagine God speaking to us from his throne on the cross? He really dismantles the motives that drive so much of our world. Power and dominance, violence and vengeance, cleverness and arrogance. He executes no one, but he is executed. He seeks no revenge or vengeance, and he turns our understanding of power upside down. Remember the word from last week? We talked about conversion, turning the world upside down. So Jesus is not, in his life, is not about power over or against, but rather power with and for others in community, for service and in solidarity with his and our brothers and sisters all through this world. All through this world, our brothers and sisters. He lives in love of his neighbor, refusing to turn his back on his brothers or sisters, even those who, like the two thieves in the gospel today and in the world today, are crucified beside him so often. So if we accept Christ as God and Lord, then we can accept his reversal of the violence that dominates humanity today. His life is a divine challenge to our world. Are our lives the same challenge to the world? When we walk out of here, are our lives that same challenge that Jesus gave to this world? I don't know. St. Paul tells us today that Jesus is the image of the invisible God. We have two images of the invisible God right here tonight. One whose name is Sophia, and the other one is Santiago. And then I could go around and I could name each and every one of you the image of God. But Jesus is the image of the invisible God, making peace through the blood of the cross, showing us that peace comes through sacrifice and love. The question is, what are we willing to sacrifice? And are we willing to love? Unconditionally. So today we kneel before the throne of Christ the King, giving our lives and falling in love with his way of living. I hope we fall in love with his way of living. And you know what's really tough for you and me?